field turf surfaces. Graham Gano, the veteran, 36 years old. Great breakthrough by Thomas, who blocked it. And Igbenogany has it for Dallas. Noah Igbenogany stays in bounds, and the Cowboys special teams gets the first score of the year. Touchdown, Dallas.
The fear, the jump in between. Wanye Thomas right through the pack, and that was an easy block.
3rd and 19. Jones gets it out. Barkley got hit, fumbled right in the air, and it flies into the hands for a touchdown of DaRon Bland. Today in the Ravens' victory, the Ravens suffered several injuries in that one. See if the Giants can get anything going. Jones running for his life, throws it back across. The flag down. Was Jones in bounds? It's ruled a pick on the field by Stephon Gilmore. So that is ruled an interception. He was...
Uso Diggy Zua having a big night. It has been a rough go so far for Daniel Jones.
There's a throw that is complete, and Isaiah Hodgins on the run. And of course, the ball comes out, and the Cowboys pick it up. Israel Mukwamu comes up with it for Dallas.
Through demonstrated ability to yourself, you can gain that.
Here's Dalvin Cook, who's done very little so far. Parsons is waiting for him, and he knocks him down for a loss of a couple. Oh, the ball is out. Parsons is running with it. Parsons going to the end zone. And he's in for the touchdown. We got to wait and see.
On the edge, then goes, and then rips the ball out. And whether they blew the whistle...
His knee is touching Tomlinson right there before Parsons' right knee gets off of the ground. So you've got a fumble recovery, but you have a down by contact.
Standing up, and here he goes.
Oh, beat him again.
Up the middle, giving chase. Flag is out. Ball intercepted. Curse has it. Curse taken off. And the Cowboys defense trying to get another touchdown this week. And it ends at the 18-yard line.
Now chip them and throw to the other 3 or throw it away. Perfect.
2nd and 15. Gonna launch it. Wilson. And it's intercepted. That is Malik Hooker. He's not gonna get beat on this one. He's got his interception.
Came on and it was like, whoa, these guys are for real. And what they did, and you're seeing that play out.
Intercepted by
Diggs. Like this.
By Diggs, and he falls at the feet of Michael Carter as Wilson has thrown his 3rd pick of the game.
They're looking to put a lot better product on the field here today at home.
Jones, pressure coming. He's in trouble. Fowler coming. Ball is loose. Van Der Esch picks it up. Touchdown, Dallas.
Lines up at left defensive end, and he just runs the big hoop. Initially, he doesn't get there, and he just stays after it. Mac Jones never feels him from behind, and around halftime.
2nd down, a lot of time. Jones just can't find it. Comes back across the field. This time he pays the price. DaRon Bland, pick 6.
You're going to defend more passing situations, and that's what they're built for.
Blitz coming, 4th down. They got to have it. Coming near side. It's another interception. It's picked off by Bland again.
To the left of quarterback Brock Purdy. He'll give it to McCaffrey for an opening up the middle. Christian McCaffrey, shoulder down to the 2. The ball come out. Dallas says they have the ball.
What happened was that McCaffrey lands right on top of Lewis, so nothing ever hit the ground. So as he was grabbing it out, the ball lands in his lap.
First sack of the night. Herbert gets rid of it, and he's picked. Intercepted by the Cowboys. The catch is good. Cowboys bring pressure. Stafford sees it, fires one, intercepted. It's another pick 6. DaRon Bland has his 3rd of the year. Ethan Evans punted away. Pressure coming, and it's blocked. Sam Williams blocked it. It's out of the end zone. Sam Williams came flying in. They'll get a safety out of it. And the Cowboys are flying right now. And there's a lot That's going wrong. DeVito going deep. He's got a man. Hyatt is open, but then the seam closes and it's intercepted. Guess who? Deron Bland again. He's got his 5th of the year. Here's Bryce Young. He's got time here, and he throws, and it's intercepted. It's Deron Bland again. Bland looking for another pick six, and he's got it. It's his 4th of the year.
It makes you speechless. I mean, this is a ridiculous play. I mean, he's on the top side of the receiver, not only to undercut it and make the catch, but then to regain his footing and take it the other way. Listen, KB, some guys just have a knack. Take some pressure off your tackles.
Pressure again. Parsons again. Young in trouble. Stays alive. Now he dropped the football. Who's got it? Dallas.
2nd and 10. There it is. This is history. If Bland can take it the distance, this will be the record. Bland for the 5th time has a pick six. It's never happened in the history of the NFL.
And what a call by you. You got me with goosebumps, Nance. That was unbelievable.
Crowd in full voice here. Smith to the outside, and that is picked off. And it's Bland. So all night long.
1st and 20, and a design run with Hurts. He takes it to the 20, lost the football. Dallas is on it. Donovan Wilson down there at the bottom of the pile. Eagles trying to say Hurts was down first. Cowboys ball.
We have him as the lowest graded run defender, so a big change here.
A.J. Brown with the pressure on. Gilmore knocks it out. It's free. And the Cowboys come up with it. The Stephon Gilmore, A.J. Brown battle's been going on all night.
This changes.
35. Hurts. Devontae Smith into the secondary and lost the football. And Dallas is on it. 3rd turnover for Philadelphia. Malik Hooker was there. They're going to rule him down by contact.
Interceptions, 5 of which he's returned for touchdowns. This screen is intercepted. 2 timeouts left for the Lions. And an interception picked off by Wilson.
So now it's Washington's turn as Robinson gets it on the run game, and he has a nice run, picks up 6 yards, and Cowboys say the ball came out. Let's see. No signal yet. Cowboys say they have it. The fumble by Robinson. Lewis caused it and recovered it. How about that?
Yeah, what Dan Quinn tell us? He said,
a lot of time. Howe over the middle, and it is intercepted. Donovan Wilson comes down with it. He's been about as consistent things as they come here in Washington football. In his 10th year. And this punt is blocked. Returnable for a touchdown. It's recovered, but the Cowboys will have it inside the 10. Peyton Hendershot blocks it for Dallas.
with De'Ami Brown.
On 1st down. Howe some pressure. Lets it go. McLaurin is deep. It's underthrown. It's intercepted. Deron Bland has another. His league-leading 9th of the year.